Oh, hello. I didn't notice you there. So, what I'm doing today is I've got this trail mix, a couple bags of trail mix, super cheap at Aldi. This one is nuts, seeds, and raisins. This one is fruit and nut. I think this one was like $2.25, and the other one was like $3. And then I got a bag of granola with raisins from there as well. I think you can see that. So what I like to do to give my digestion a break is to pre-chew my food using machines like this food processor. Well, your body has an easier time absorbing food when it's in smaller pieces. It's a whole surface area issue. So really all I'm going to do is I'm going to put all this trail mix, these seeds, nuts, and dried fruits into the food processor and grind them all up. You may find this extremely satisfying to watch. Maybe not. Here we go.
You're gonna have to hold it down on the track. You just wanna see it's gonna whiz around like that. So hold it down tight, get maximum chill on the blades and in through the nuts. That's gonna grind down to a fine paste, so you'll notice that the sound is gonna get a little quieter. It's gonna rumble a little, and then it's gonna smooth out. There we go. All right.
So I'm waiting for it to turn into a fine paste, which we're getting there. We're getting there. Let me check it out. I'd like it a little bit more fine. This is a lot of nuts and not so much fruit. You're gonna find that like more raisins and more, I don't know, dates, apricots, things like that. Those are going to have more of a binding effect, give you a good smooth paste. The nuts, not so much. In order to get a smooth texture with nuts, you may end up needing to add a little bit of oil. But if you can avoid that, it's best to avoid that. Because what's going to happen is all of the natural nut oils are going to start to separate away from this anyway. And that's where the next step comes in. Get in a little bit closer. See, it's starting to get a little lumpy. That's starting to turn into a paste. So then you're going to start to want to pulse to break that up. Yeah, see, it's starting to ball up into a paste. Now that's good stuff right there, as it is. See that? It's just kind of crumbly. I would ideally like to have more fruit in here to get it more of a pasty smoother pasty than a streusel crumbly texture, but that's not bad. All right, give it a couple more seconds. Oh God, it's delicious. I could eat that all day. Oh man, let's see what was in that. I'll talk while I'm worrying.
This one's got dried papaya, raisins, peanuts, banana chips, dried pineapple core, dried cherries, almonds, walnuts, dried cranberries, dried strawberries. Pretty good. That's the fruit and nut. This is the nut, seeds, and raisins trail mix. This has got raisins, peanuts.
Whoop, got a little stop there. Need to pulse, break that up. I'm gonna break them shits up.
Raisins, peanuts, almonds, pepitas. I don't know what those are. I'll look it up. Sunflower kernels, cashews, canola and/or peanut oil, and a little bit of salt.
All right, so that's pretty pasty, and it's starting to kind of accumulate down on the bottom, the finer stuff. So you can make a ball, and it's going to hold like that. Oh man, that's like eating a meal in a little, I don't know, it's got a nut butter, peanut butter. My God, that's the theory behind, like, you know, your pemmican, which was a Native American staple, dietary staple for traveling braves. Oh God, that is so good. My body is saying thank you very kindly for those nuts and fruits. All right, so this has got, let me see if I got any raisins over here that I can add to this to kind of paste it up. Not looking good. Not seeing any dried fruit in here. Sad. Not seeing any dried fruit down here. Alright. Maybe what I will do, and this is a last resort, but to get this to like a finer paste, a butter, I'm going to drizzle in some oil, vegetable oil, while it's whizzing.
That's going to help smooth it out a little bit.
Okay, that's more like the consistency of a nut butter. A very coarse nut butter, but a nut butter nonetheless. You see that? Looks good, eh? Alright, so Yeah, that's good. Well, if you left it like that, the oils would begin to separate from the solids. And all those nut oils are good. I mean, you can, that's one good way to get a nut oil, a high quality nut oil for, I mean, you could drizzle it on salads or make a little dip for warm bread or something like that. But what I want to do, I want to have more, I want to absorb those oils and retain them in this paste. So I am adding granola. We are utilizing the super absorbent power of oats to get that, to retain those nut oils, those super nutritious nut oils. And there's some raisins in this granola too, and some, a little bit of sugar, honey, cinnamon, so it's going to add some good flavor as well. Let's see what happens when we do this. Oh yeah. Turning very consistent. The consistency is consistent. That's almost where we want to be. I want to put a little bit more oats in there. Man, that is good. Shit. Yeah, it's starting to kind of bind up. It's getting more solid, less butter. Yeah, that's good. All right, so now what I'm going to do, yeah, I mean, you could put that in a plastic bag, take it with you to work and eat it like that. A lot of people would find that it's more convenient in ball or bar form. And like, one of the things they like to do, I mean, this is pretty much what they do in Croatia, at least, or in other parts of the, what are they called? Kuglice? But you basically, you make a fruit nut paste like this, heavier on the fruit, you make it into balls, and then you cover it with a nut powder to kind of make it grabbable and less oily, and they just eat them like that, and it's like a confection, but a delicious, nutritious confection. Anyway, I am going to put this onto a tray, put it in the oven on the ultimate lowest temperature, which is going to be, I think, 175 on this oven, and dry it just like I'm going to dry beef jerky or something like that. That's going to take out, it's going to let all the oils separate away from it, and then I'll be left with pretty much just solids, and it should hopefully stick together. Again, I think it's going to have an easier time sticking together when I dry it if there was a lot more fruit in here. So, but I'm going to eat it either way. It's delicious, and my God, loaded with protein. So anyway, thanks for tuning in. I'll talk to you later.